Good morning. Thought I'd show you some of the perennials that would work in your space. So this is one of our greenhouses. So I mentioned coral bells will work in lots of shade. I have them on the north side of my house. It gets no sun and they're doing great. Coral bells, also known as Heucherella or Heucherella. They're very popular. Cool thing about coral bells or Heucherella, they have all these cool colors. A lot of stuff that grows in shade doesn't get real colorful, but these are very colorful. They look bad right now. It's fall, you understand. But like you can see like the colors that you're gonna get on this one. So they bloom, they have these nice tall flowers, but they also spread out really good. They're not really ground covers, but if you were to plant a few, they'd probably kind of look like a ground cover. So this is amethyst mist. Kind of dark in here, but I planted this by my house because these colors are just, it's kind of hard to see. It's a lot prettier in person. And, you know, when it's not fall, we have, oh, it looks like, oh, we got pumpkin spice. What? These are new ones. We just got these in, I guess. So pumpkin spice Heucherella. And just to give you an idea, like we charge $15 for these. What else? So here's some more. These we just got into. These are gold zebras, and they have a lot of variegation on the leaves. Like, look at that leaf right there. Look at that baby. Just so pretty. And then we have sugar and spice. And the cool thing about these is they get those nice tall flowers and they bloom. They bloom longer than you would expect, but not crazy long. But they still have color and they look really pretty all year long. Let's see. Here's another coral bells. So these are really popular. You'll find them pretty much everywhere. So another option you can do are ferns. And I might go on the other side so you have a little bit of a better color here. So we have a bunch of different ferns. Of course, ferns love shade. They like a lot of moisture, so you'd have to maybe amend your soil to hold a little more moisture, but that's not hard. I mean, you just mix it in when you're planting. So my favorites are the painted red beauty, this fern. There's a picture of it in its full glory. But yeah, the fronds just look so pretty. And the new fronds kind of have this golden color, especially on the back. They're just really lovely. I like this kind. This is a kind I don't like as much. The cinnamon fern, it just seems too particular. It's just hard to keep pretty, or it's not pretty for as long. Okay, and then the autumn fern. This one is my favorite. So the new foliage comes out in these kind of colors, and it changes these colors in the autumn, of course. So you can see the little fiddlehead, that's a new leaf coming out. But it's just a strong, pretty fern, very colorful. We only have two right now. But yeah, you can kind of see in the picture there, but it's one of the bigger ones. What else? You could do hostas. So most of our hostas look pretty terrible. I mean, it's fall. That's what you're gonna get. But we have these guys. These are some of my favorites because this color of like silvery blue, blue-green, it gets so deep on there. What kind are these? Oh, and you can see this one. It's not supposed to be flowering, but it's flowering. Okay, so this was just called Fragrant Blue Hosta. Some of these can get really big. So this will get up to 3 feet big, right? Okay, what else? There's T-Rex hosta. That guy, look at that. It can spread to 60 feet. 60 feet. That's no joke. These guys will grow like crazy. But yeah, in fall, and they kind of attract deer and slugs. So you have to put some stuff down, maybe cow apples, I think will help. Okay, so you could go this route, like a ground cover. This is an English ivy. It'll grow in shade. Problem is you got to cut this stuff back or it can take over or it'll climb up your walls. So this stuff, we only have one left. It's actually beautiful. Lamium Purple Dragon. This stuff is awesome. It'll get up to a foot and spread up to 2 feet. It has this like silvery foliage that is just like so dense and it's really pretty. You might have to get some of this variegated bishop's weed, just because. And this one's flashing for fall too, so it's actually a really pretty ground cover. So that could be something underneath, but if you notice it says may become invasive, so it's something you have to stay on top of. In fact, you know, all these over here, these are vinca vines. If you don't stay on top of the vining plants, they can become invasive. Here's some more very sad looking hostas. We just got these in. These are called Banana Bay, so you could do hostas. We have slug repellents. It's an option, you can do it. You can do wild ginger. Again, it doesn't look that great, but they have these really interesting flowers. If you want something different, the wild ginger would be good. You can't eat it though. What's this guy? The Heartleaf Virginia. This can go into part shade, and these guys, they'll get kind of big, but they bloom for a really long time. Sorry. Yeah, they bloom for almost 2 months, which is really good. These guys are awesome, and they have nice coloring right now because it's fall. So what else? Spurge? No. Yeah, you could do spurge if you wanted to do like a ground cover. See in this picture, it's kind of covering the ground there. Totally don't have to do that. So another thing you can do, I don't even know if I can say that. So you could do sweet woodruff. That stuff is cool. That kind of acts like a ground cover almost. That's what it looks like right now. This stuff I have heard is absolutely gorgeous and very hardy. And this almost like becomes like a carpet, like a ground cover. It doesn't look great right now because it's kind of, we've had this for a long time. It looks much better once it's planted. So these are they look identical, but the barrenwort apparently is supposed to be, yeah, bronzy red foliage. That's the difference. So you'll get that in spring. Okay, and then the thing that I'm gonna plant at my house whenever I have like a shade garden, this stuff right here. It is so pretty. So Brunera, Sea Heart Brunera wants shade. It can get up to 1.5 feet wide, up to 1 foot thick or tall, and it has blue flowers. And I know my video is probably not doing it justice, but these leaves are so pretty and they're so sturdy, very sturdy, like just very tough. I mean, it's been below freezing and these guys are still going strong, looking good. And they're one of the few things that are. And they can take full shade, part to full shade. So here, let's see, in the shadow, oh, look at that. And it actually is kind of prickly, so that'll keep slugs off of it. But yeah, they're just gorgeous. Anyway, so that pretty much wraps up the shade perennials that I can think of right now. I may add more, but for now, that's what we've got. I'm gonna, hi, good morning. I know, I look terrible, but east side of the house, these will all do great. Love you.